What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Lake Julian Disc Golf Course, and today we are looking at changing the plastic of my main go-to overstable backhand mid-range. Looking at changing from the C-line method back to this Lux Vapor method. And in order to explain why, we're gonna have to go back pretty much to the beginning of my disc golf career. And we'll get into it here in just a second. So my original 3 discs, I had a DX Jaguar that shattered in a couple of months. I had a DX Wolf, and I had a DX Polecat. The DX Wolf is actually supposed to be an understable mid-range, and it did start to beat in, so it was starting to get very, very, very understable. So we went to Play It Again Anderson, which no longer exists. It hasn't existed for years. I don't know when the last time it did exist was, but we went to Play It Again Anderson and we picked up this disc. This specific Rock 3, I had a Mako 3 and a Star Eagle. 3 max weight premium plastic discs. This was my go-to for years. Overstable, I need it to go up and hook, I need it to go up and dump, I need something I can flex, I need something I can torque. It was my go-to disc that I threw on almost every single shot. And today that's going to be represented by this just bottom stamp Star Rock 3, and the profiles are very, very similar. Obviously, the super, super, super old beat up one is going to be a little bit more worn off, and it probably no longer weighs 180 grams, but it started to not fly the way I was expecting it to fly. And we'll start with just a stock max weight Star Rock 3. This is how a Rock 3 flies. It's a very extremely usable shot. I loved it. I threw it all the time. And then one day I noticed that it wasn't doing that anymore. Straighter, pushier, even from a hyzer release. And at that point in time, I wasn't throwing on hyzers at all. I only threw anhyzers or flat releases. So that disc became a problem. In steps, the mold I've come to love, the method. And we're gonna leave throwing these for the next hole. But as we start to hone in on the discs that I'm really confident, really comfortable throwing, I really like the way that Rock 3 flies, and I would love to stick it back in my bag. However, I don't have a backup for that. And so we're searching for the perfect buzz, we're searching for the perfect hex, we're searching for what if those discs aren't the perfect discs at all? What if I just need to start to beat up some Lux Vapor methods so they start to fly like that Rock 3? And then I can have the same disc and cycle the mold. That's the theory, that's the thought. Let's see if I remember how this Lux Vapor method flies. All right, with a basic background and a basic understanding of where I came from and what we're trying to accomplish with this, we're almost going to be treating this as a science experiment. I love the C-line method. I know how to throw it, and I know how stable it is, and I can always switch back to it when this starts to get a little bit straighter, a little bit flippier. However, Lux Vapor beats in a good bit more quickly than C-line does. So I will be able to cycle Lux Vapor methods, and I still have 3 more behind this one. I have another one that's a very similar color, a pink one and an orangish red one. All 3 of those are gorgeous, and those can easily slot in as I continue to cycle through the Luxe Vapor methods to achieve this Rock 3 style beat up flight. I don't know how long that's going to take, so I don't think the method is leaving the bag. I don't think the method as a mold is ever really going to have a chance to get kicked out. At this point, I feel too confident and too comfortable throwing this mold, but every month, at least once a month, we're going to have a video featuring this disc until we start to get it to beat in. Whether that's another battle with another method-esque style disc, or whether that's just a challenge where we're going out and trying to film with just a method, I want to see how long it takes to start them cycling so that I know what I'm getting myself into in the future. That being said, it is framed as a battle video, so C-Line Method has the box because it's the one in the bag. Oh no, it was almost below the branches. Let's see if I remember the angles. I think I do. I think I remember that disc so well. On the next hole, I do want to throw that method right next to just this bottom stamp, still brand new stable Rock 3. I want to see how close in stability they are, because I know that the method starts out more overstable than a Rock 3. That one's had some seasoning. The stamp is about halfway worn off. I want to see how stable it is compared to a Rock 3. It is still going to be straighter than this C-Line method. Fairly certain. I don't think the C-Line's that beat in, but this is the straightest of all of my C-Line methods. So this should be a quick and easy, well, maybe not quick and easy, but a fun comparison. So let's keep tossing. So Luxe Vapor took the point over the C-Line on the last hole, but since I want to throw the Rock 3 right next to the Luxe Vapor, I'm actually going to throw the Rock 3 first. It will kind of be a little bit like a wind read for us. This hole is very confident, comfortable, punch it out there. Just a baby hair of Anheuser, but mostly just throw it flat out towards the street, let it fade back. Let's see what the Rock 3 does, and then Luxe Vapor method, because I think that one is seasoned enough. It might be straighter than this. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. It's so pretty. A little bit more of a flex line. Maybe an eighth? No, too low. Still too stable. Okay. That Rock 3, not quite stability of the C-Line method, but, and honestly, probably not the stability of a brand new Luxe Vapor method either. This is not a brand new Luxe Vapor method. And so it is already pretty well on its way. So I don't think I'm going to have to wait too long before I start to see Litho Rock style flight from it. At which point in time, Litho Rock versus Hex or Buzz or whatever I happen to have in the bag at that point in time. And we'll see if we need the beaded disc or the no beaded disc, because I love this flight. So they did flip-flop. C-Line took the point on the last hole, so they are 1 and 1. It is sunny, but it's also so humid that my glasses are fogging up, so it's very difficult to see right now. This hole, backhand flex line, try to punch it low and hard like I did the C-Line method on the last hole. But this time, try to put a little bit more power into it. Maybe you have to watch your footing because this is a slippery, muddy tee pad today. I don't know if you can ask for much better. That is about perfection. Now, does the Lux Vapor do anything better? Does it hold over a touch longer, hair longer? I think it will. I think it'll finish more right. It'll just be, does it finish more to the right of the basket than the Sea Lion finish to the left? I think that's going to be the comparison here. Or I just overturn it because I slipped. Worried about the footing, slipped on the T-pad, overturned it. So Sea Lion method wins yet another point, but also Lux Vapor is going in the bag. It's an interesting idea and an interesting issue that we might be running into, where I do throw the Sea Lion method better. It's been in the bag for longer at this point in time. I'm just a little bit more connected with the Sea Lion method. So I'm throwing the Lux Vapor method the same way I would throw the Sea Lion method, which is overturning the Lux Vapor method. Hopefully on the next hole, we'll get to see it actually live up to its true potential, which we got to see on the first throw from it. It was gorgeous and amazing. I want to see more of that from it. Similar to the Sea Lion, but if the Sea Lion had come out on the Lux Vapor had not been on the Sea Lion angle, I think we would have seen very similar style flights. It is, however, 2 points to the Sea Lion method, and we're only going to play one more hole, and so it could end in a tie. It could end with the Sea Lion method winning, but the Lux Vapor method is still going in the bag for the foreseeable future until it becomes a different disc. Once the flight changes to the point where it basically is no longer a method and flies on that hyzer flip trajectory, that's when we put a new one in the bag. That's how cycling works. So, one more hole. Let's see if we can't clean up the results and have two amazing drives. In order to achieve the desired flight, you have to start from something a little more overstable. The Lux Vapor is going in the bag, but the Sea Lion has the point in the box. The basket is still currently in the short because they're doing tree work, and where the placement for the long would be, there is currently a bucket truck. So, basket is 380 downhill. Can we get all the way there? I have made it to around those poles with the right throw with a method. Let's see if we can make today be the right throw. Only too stable for the basket, but that is beautiful. You know what I saw there? Not an undercommitted throw because I tried something different with the two different discs. What I saw there is good news. Good news that soon, very soon, that Lux Vapor method will start to flip up. It already has the hair coming up on it right now. It's already a little bit pushier than it used to be. So good news is we won't have to wait too long before we'll start to see the flight that we're looking for, especially if we're very consistent with using that specific disc. So hopefully by about this time next year, we might just have methods and be cycling methods already. Not saying buzzes and hexes are bad, and they may still have a chance to beat out the method once it gets to that point, but I want to see a method get to that point. Hopefully you guys enjoy content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment all of that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with these subscriber-only giveaways. And if you want to be automatically entered into monthly giveaways, check out the memberships as well. Until next time, see you out on the course.